Good. We asked Coach Kleiman on Monday, but I think through a few games, James Butler's 43 carries, Trotter and Brown have 44 combined. Did you think it'd be more split evenly, or is it too early to even read into that?
It's too early to read into anything. Opportunities are there. We talked about it after the Mississippi State game. We didn't have the ball in the third quarter.
Right.
I think their carries would have been up. We didn't have the ball, so there wasn't any opportunities there. But I had James in the game just kind of in the game because of his running style.
Mm-hmm.
But, in the third quarter, my plan was to continue to do the rotation like I've been doing it, but we just didn't have the ball.
How proud were you of James to still run through so many tacklers against a good, SEC defense?
Well, that's the thing we talk about as a unit is in practice, no matter if it's just helmets, shoulder pads, whatever the drill is, we're always live. So those situations coming to happen in games, we're ready for those situations to run through tackles, run through arm tackles. We talk about that all the time, run through the smoke. And so he did a really good job with that.
How much of a show of confidence is it in James that on 3rd and 5 inside the 10-yard line there you guys gave it to him and he got that first down?
Well, it's just part of our offense. We're not always going to throw the ball on the 3rd and 5. We feel that our guys up front do a good enough job to create holes for us, and it's our job to make sure we find those holes and do a good job of finishing the runs off.
How pleased of the running game have you been through the first 3?
Very pleased. I think, it all starts up front, and I tell those guys every single day, it all starts with those guys, and if it's a situation where we have to check to a run from a pass, and Skyler does a great job, so it all starts up front.
You guys, 6 months ago didn't have a scholarship running back. Now you have so many guys, it's almost hard to get them all carries. How far has that come, in this time?
It's come a long way, but again, those guys have worked hard also, and like I said, when I first got here, the situation wasn't great, but at the end of the day, I couldn't worry about it. I had to coach the guys that were here and continue to coach the guys that are here now.
Have you guys really started to just scratch the surface on what Jordan Brown could do in the passing game for you?
Yeah, just it's coming every single week. And last week, with the bye week, we were able to add a couple more things to his plate. And I think you'll kind of, as the season goes, you'll see more and more and more.
So do you think at this point would any of the young freshmen be candidates to continue to play all year, or are they probably all redshirt at this point?
Well, at this point, we don't know because of injuries could happen. So guys are still getting reps and understand that, the opportunity could be there if something would happen injury-wise. So right now we have not said, hey, we're going to definitely redshirt any of them.
How have guys like Thomas Grayson and Clyde Price looked in practice, and what kind of backs are they for people who haven't maybe watched them yet?
Well, they continue to get better at doing the little things and understanding how the college game works and really having a grip on how to understand the blocking schemes. And I think that's where they're starting to learn and pick things up. And their styles are a little bit different. Obviously Clyde's a little bit bigger, so he runs a little bit more power than Grayson. You can see he can run. He's got speed. He's got really good feet. And so I can see those guys growing every single day.
This is an Oklahoma State defense that's given up 30 or more twice and is giving up 400 yards a game to opposing offenses. Have you seen something in the film that you really think the running game could attack them at a different angle?
Yeah, we don't know exactly what they're going to play. They've been a 4-man front, they've been a 3-man front. But the thing that we have to do, we just got to take care of ourselves first and kind of see how the game going to play out. And we have to be us and not try to be something that we have not done in the past or these first 3 games. And if we continue to do what we've been doing and kids continue to see the big picture, I think we'll be just fine.
Kind of conventional simple wisdom says a 3-man front's easier to run against. Is that true, or is it harder because you don't know where the other guy's going to come from?
Well, it's all about angles.
Yeah.
And then they can create difficult angles for you at times. In the 3-man front. But at the end of the day, if we just stay on track, we'll be all right.